always remember, watch anime, build bonds, and have a nice day. Now, let's get this video started.
Round 1, fight!
Hello everybody, it is Monkey D. Phoenix here with Phoenix Incorporated. Let's talk about dub versus sub. One thing that's really good about dub is that when you're busy and you want to watch anime, but you rather watch it in sub, one of the good things about dub is that you can watch it while you're busy doing laundry, the dishes, or something similar. Watching dub will be a lot easier because you're not focusing on reading the subtitles. But sometimes when you're not doing anything and you're watching anime and you're focused on reading the subtitles, sometimes the subtitles are fast enough where sometimes you gotta take your remote and go back a little so you're able to read the whole sentence, because some things they say will take like a couple seconds while it will take you at least 5 seconds for you to read the whole thing. One thing that sub and dub are about equal with is the voice acting. With some anime, some voices are better than others, vice versa. Whether you like the dub voices or the sub voices, sometimes, now it's not just one whole anime. Sometimes it's just a certain character that you don't really enjoy the voice of that, but you enjoy the voice of the other one. Example, Goku. Think I'd rather listen to the voice of Goku within the dub than listening to the sub. Example where they're both good is both the sub and the dub of Ichigo from Bleach. Both voice actors are badass. Hopefully, these voice actors are getting paid very well.
Round 2, fight!
Censorship. There's a lot of times where when you watch the dub version that they like to censor a whole bunch of shit, you know? One thing is when there's a scene where you know there's supposed to be a lot of blood in it, when you watch the dub version, they like hide some of the blood where it's like, okay, this guy just took his sword and sliced this man and the room is supposed to be covered in blood, but they take 75% of that blood and they take it away where you know it's supposed to be more blood. The language too, that is another thing. What people don't realize about anime, that it's not just for kids. It's also for teenagers, and it's also for adults too. If you watch a certain episode with the dub and sub, then you notice that within the sub, they use more adult language versus the dub. Not saying that all dub is clean, but when you watch the sub, then you see it's more of a mature dialogue.
Final round, fight!
Also, there's another thing that's equal to within the dub and sub. Some of the things they say, how they say it, the dialogue can be equal. And also, one of the things that I do enjoy with both, one is the jokes that they set up. One example is roasting each other. There's a lot of scenes when you watch anime and when one character roasts another character and then they roast them back, that makes me laugh my ass off. And it's just really hilarious. And also, another thing are the facial expressions. Those are really great. Like one example, Hunter x Hunter. Their facial expressions are just really enjoyable to watch. And also another thing that makes me laugh is the slapstick humor. Whether it's just they just take a hammer and knock someone out, or just how some characters fall and stuff. It's just really, really funny. But regardless whether you watch sub or dub, there's both pros, cons. Either way, they both are great. Also, another reason that sub can be superior than dub. A lot of the time, the sub is a lot further within the story than the dub, which is insane. But sometimes both the sub and the dub try to be caught up with each other as possible, but some have a long distance with each other. One example is One Piece. The last time I checked, the sub was like 300 episodes more than the dub, but there was this thing that I read is that the people that make the dub is trying to catch up to the sub, which is good because that would be cool. The last thing I seen within the dub was the Whole Cake Island arc, which is not bad, but that's still a lot of work that they gotta do. But hopefully the dub can be caught up with the sub, but I guess we'll see. That's pretty much the video. So if you guys enjoyed, would you consider subscribing and also hitting that notification bell? And I'll see you guys next time.